Hello and welcome to Cargo Knits. My name is Cole and this is part 2 of making a lovely green vest on my knitting machine. In the last video we made the back panel, so this video we're going to be making the front panel, the collar, the armhole bands, and sewing everything together. But first we need to wind some new yarn, because we're almost out. Alright. Wonderfully wound. So the front piece is pretty much the same as the back piece, it just has deeper neck shaping, and since I've already shown the back piece making in the last video, I'll spare the boring collection of explaining what I'm doing and just show you a quick run through of the making of it. I did it! And that was the quickest piece I've ever made on this machine, so I'm kind of proud of myself. Let's clip these two pieces together and see what it looks like. Well, it's definitely a little short, but I also think it's a cute, like, cropped fit, so it could work. It could work. We're gonna commit, and we're gonna finish this, and it's gonna be fine. I've heard that I should block these pieces before I seam anything together. So I'm gonna do that, but I also have to work. So there will be a brief steaming intermission. It's the next morning. This is looking pretty good. I blocked it, steamed it, and let it sit overnight. Today, our goal is to at least make one side of the arms. I had to do a bunch of math to figure out how many stitches to pick up, and usually you're supposed to pick up the entire armhole at once, but I made mine really long, so I have to do it in 4 total separate pieces instead of 2. So let's make an armhole band, or try to. If my math is right, I need to pick up 88 stitches plus 8 stitches for the underarm, 192 stitches total, but I don't want to work with that many on the bed because I don't really have the room for it. So we're just, like I said, we're just gonna make 4 pieces and seam everything together. So we gotta pick up 96. Which is 48 on each side. Stitches are picked up. It's a little bit messy, but I'm just gonna send it and see what happens. I'm just gonna do a plain folded hem and keep it super easy, because this is just for learning. To get 1.5 inches, I need to do 16 rows, and on the 16th row I'm gonna do a turning row, fold it, and then sew it all together. Well, I ran out of yarn, so I have to unfortunately take apart this piece, which I can't even explain. It took 5 attempts to get the gauge right for this. Right, and now I just have to take it apart. Cue the sad montage. It's fine. things happen. Now we can continue. First, I cut my finger, and then this happens. A dropped stitch. So now we have to do that one again. It's been a long day, but all the armbands are finished. They look a little wonky, I won't lie, but we're still gonna commit. We're still gonna finish it. I'm gonna seam together one of the shoulders and start the neckband, and then film the seaming process, which I've never done. I've never seamed a full project together. When I was knitting by hand, the only thing I ever finished was in the round, and the only 3 other unfinished projects I have were in the round. Paneled projects kind of scared me, and of course, knitting machines are all panel construction that all require seaming. So again, learning. It's part of the process. I don't even want to touch it, so I'm gonna overlay some video. Basically, in the process of picking everything up, I dropped a lot of stitches. It's fixed, it looks fine, but this is the first time I've ever picked up neck stitches or arm stitches or anything, picking up, seaming shoulders, anything. So I don't think it looks bad, but I have to keep reminding myself I'm just learning. So, like I said, in the morning, we're going to seam up the sides or start seaming. And yeah, it's almost done. Good morning. We are about to seam the second shoulder and then start seaming the neckline together, folding it down. I don't know which order to do this all in, so that's just going to be the start. Look at this absolute mess. Shoulders are done though. Doesn't look bad. We're going to be using the mattress stitch to seam up the sides and then sew everything down using a whip stitch. Neck seam is nicely stitched together. Now it's time to whip stitch the entire collar down into place. Alright, let's hope I didn't forget to pick up any of the stitches. Girl, what? One drop stitch isn't bad. It could have been far worse. It's done! You can kind of see where I messed up picking the neckline stitches, but it looks good. For a first project, I would say it's not bad. I love the way the 2x1 mock rib looks. It kind of set really well. I steamed it. I left it on the hanger overnight to hopefully stretch it out a bit because it is short. Let's try it on and see how we feel. It's cute. Ignore the closet. It's a mess. I don't know if I like it, but I have to like it because I can't even explain. Seaming took so much longer than I thought it was going to take. It's cute. I think I mentioned that this is for a wedding. That's the goal, at least. I need to stop nitpicking because it does look good. Anyways, this has been the making of my first ever machine knit project. The final part. It's done. If you like this content, like and subscribe. I love showing this and I've loved the process of this. Obviously, I know that once I get more practiced, that things will turn out better, faster. But, okay, it's actually kind of cute. Anyways, see you next time.